Excuse any kind of jump cuts, the abundance of jump cuts in the audio. At the time of recording this script, I have a fucking kangaroo sore, which absolutely sucks and is fucking over my speech more than it already does. So you gotta bear with me for a little bit, cause this is gonna be a while. This is the E train, leader of the 5th Avenue lines. I don't really need to explain what the route is, since it's just a K, but goes express. A legit express too, since it goes all the way express, not like the B where it has to switch over to express. The most common train car you see on the E is the R40 mod, and in my opinion, it's the most iconic. The E train goes local and replaces the K on late nights, which as I mentioned in the K video, I think the K should be the one running late night service. Especially since I think the K runs faster on local than the E, and somehow even on express. On express, the E train is about every 8 to 10 minutes. On overnights, is about every 15 to 20 minutes, for fuck's sake. Luckily, just like the K, old SMEs saved the E because the operators just decided to go super speedy on them, which I absolutely respect, but with any other train car, it's just kind of eh. And every other time with a non-SME, the K overtakes the E, which is rather ass backwards, don't you agree? No history trip this time since the E's lore and death history is literally just the same as the D. It doesn't even have any crashes yet. I should really give the PID more pain, should I? And after a while of leaving this script alone, I actually made a few crashes for them. A lot actually. And recently I gave 9 to 5th Avenue, so here we go. One happened on September 9th, 1955, when an E-train entering Union Turnpike from 97th Street Yard derailed due to an overly magnetic metal hardy pulling the rails. The driver was the only injury. Then we get to 2008, the worst year for 5th Avenue, with a total of 10 whole crashes happening this year. So let's go. On January 5th, an R40 E-train caught fire at 97th Street Yard because of a wiring error. Nobody was injured, but the set was scrapped. On October 18th, an E-train derailed when it was entering Halston Terminal due to a rail that wasn't placed properly. One person was hurt. On November 8th, a B and E train derailed before Fairview Avenue because of a dumbass B train operator who thought they could get on the express track before the E. Both of them derailed with 13 people dying and 25 more being injured. And recently, on November 11th, 2020, an R160 E train was bypassing St. Mark's Avenue. However, the unstable and unchecked structure of the viaduct sank the E train about 6 feet down. Nobody died, but 35 people were injured. North of 26th Street would be closed off until December. Also, when the Scansborough wreck happened, the E train was shortened to LaGuardia Airport, with it being a shuttle to Herald Square during late nights. Now, as I mentioned before, the E train is somehow slower than the K train. Mostly you see K trains come by an express station way more than the E, because the B gotta get the spotlight at Fairview. And on late nights, it has to suffer the D train. But even the D arrives quicker than the E somehow. That's how sad it is. The main upside is the abundance of R40 mods, but those are being replaced by the R40 slants, which is fine. But I think the R40 mods are better on the E. But the B though, now we're talking. R160As and R46s are also pretty good on the E. But R40 mods will always be part of the E. It made the E. The main reason for the E's slowness is because it gets less sets for it than the K, with a couple being sent to the E during late nights, which is fucking stupid since you share a yard, and share north and south terminals, and also having to wait for B trains to switch over the express track and leave Fairview Avenue, which switching itself takes about 30 fucking seconds. I can't really stretch this review any further because I literally have nothing else to say about it, so here's the trivia. The E's announcements were also made by Block Russell. On the concept map for the downtown loop, which, by the way, fun fact, is uptown now. The E train shared a terminal with a D train at 57th Street, which is also the only map to feature the E having this terminal. The ancestor for the E and K was the A train, as it went local and split up from the F north. Remember, the E train is local on late nights. The nostalgic sounding theme used for the E is Battle of the Instruments from Music Shake. Well, I can't exactly get the song from Music Shake anymore because of Flash Player and shit. And so I just ripped it from a tribute video and I just cut it around a bit so it can loop properly. Audio work is fun, isn't it? This is the first review to get copyright claimed because of said song. The intro got claimed, so why shouldn't this? The E has more trivia than the D. Well, that's one thing going for it. Now, I'll give the E train a 7.5 out of 10. It's really just your average train. I wanna like it, but I just can't. It's a bit too boring. This is Avi for Multi-Topic. You guys have a great night, and thank you for watching.